Hello, our brothers and sisters, everyone. We are happy and super excited to have you back in this another episode of Mr. Dels's story. Hi, bro.
Yes, how are you, brother?
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Nice to have you back here.
Thank you, sir.
And in this beautiful episode, we are going to talk about Dels's story of Eve, right?
Yeah, true.
Right? This is fourth episode.
This is my fourth episode. If you have not seen the first, second, and the third,
you should go back and check them.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Look for them and see them, then you'll follow step by step.
Yeah, but I'm having a question.
Yeah.
Like, what inspired you to tell your story publicly?
What inspired me to tell my stories publicly to the world?
Share your stories.
Share them to the whole world. First of all, I want that if in future my own children or people will be attached to me, see the life I passed through. Then if not that, apart from that, these stories may inspire someone out there, and the people there who don't know that such a life exists. Okay? People there who know that milk comes from a fridge and it is done, who know that bread is just on the table. It is the maid who brings bread and that's done. And you don't know the process. You don't know that bananas are good from a banana plantation. by people even.
By people, yeah.
So for them they just think bananas are just there and manufactured just go pick. Meat is just tinned meat. You go in the supermarket and buy meat and that's all. But there are people who graze animals. There are people who graze cows and goats, who rear them. Those are the people who know the process.
And you are one of them.
And I'm one of them.
You are one of people who graze for other people.
Yeah, so I want to let people know that the people are living different lives. Yeah. What you may be going through now, you may not have realized it, but people outside there are going through a lot, even of which have no idea about. People are going through a lot. Wow. And so, I want to be open, like to let people open up. Don't die with your problems. Open up. I tell you, remember when you open up and you say your issues, say there is a way you
release your situation.
It's not about being so, because when I say all this, it doesn't mean I'm becoming so open that my life is being put to light. No.
And I'm wondering.
But I'm removing that picture. Or if someone has issues, cannot share them, you have small problems, but you believe for you know you have the most problems on this world. Until you people, even me, the problems, those ones that I pass through, even the ones I still have, I even hear some people who have problems which are even bigger than those ones.
Far bigger than yours.
Like someone is here and another one is there.
Like someone can be like, hey, I'm shy, but I'm wondering, were you naturally born confident? Like, because it takes some confidence.
I think I was born confident.
Naturally,
because someone.
So do you think someone can?
Shy?
Do you think if someone is shy, can learn to gain some confidence and come and speak to the people?
Yeah, it's possible.
Right.
Yeah, it's possible. You can learn and get all that. In it is all about self-esteem. It's all about learning. You get to remove all that in yourself. Know how to share things. Because for me personally, I think I was born confident. Because if you remember, I was a leader from my primary, secondary, in O level, in A level. I was a head boy in primary. I became an employment prefect. In O level, I had a lot of positions. Region of Mary president, became the secretary, became the treasurer, I became the assistant head prefect, class counselor, mentioned. Then in A level, I became a counselor, then became the chairperson school council.
Which school was that?
That was SED Academia.
And which year?
2018, no, 2019. 2020 there, I think 2019. Yeah. But
2019.
all in all, I became the chairperson of school council. It's not a joking subject
Now,
when you
tell us
become one.
Tell us how you joined SEDES for your A-level.
I think I talked about that, the senior four
You-
staff. So that's how I joined.
You started your senior four rather from SEDES.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about your journey of how you joined the A-level, how it was.
Remember, I told you how I got things, the mattress, what from a certain man, the shoes, and that's how I joined. I joined that one. By that time, I was going in O level. So for A level, yeah, another story comes in. Please stick here, okay? Please.
Don't go away.
And subscribe.
Just get a bunch of some food.
And a glass of water.
And
Yeah,
a glass
to
of
give
water.
you. So, and by the way, if you are there and you have a story to share, please come out. Reach out to us. If possible, we shall find you.
Yeah, we shall find you.
We interview you. Get your story. Put it on air.
Yeah.
If you want it to be published, you can publish it. Thank you so much. So, my A level begins officially.
In 2019.
2019, when I had finished. So, after finishing my O level, I looked for a school where to join my A level. I couldn't find. So, because I had an element of becoming a police thief.
In everything that you are doing, you had that
element of becoming a police thief. And just to know, some people's dreams die because of lack of money.
and disappear as if they've never existed.
Yeah. So what I did, I sat down with my guardian, was a priest. Priest now, priest.
He's a priest.
Father Alexander Moyondes. Sat down, we talked. I told him, man, do you know what?
I want to become a priest.
I want a vacancy at Chitavi Seminary. He had friends there, right? So the fact that he had friends,
it was easy.
It was easy, he called them. But to be open, the money was too much. And that money was not there. Remember, he's a man who was looking after many people.
Like I think
He has a lot of responsibilities.
And he has a lot of financial requests, and everyone expects
he has a lot of
positive.
He has a lot of responsibilities. That is in the first place. So because of that, now you see, he couldn't manage. Not that he couldn't manage, even I can't say that. Anyway, let's not go deep into that story because I think we'll have entered his personal life, and which is not the idea here. But now he told me,
he tried his best.
He tried his best. He made a call, told me to go and pick the admission. When I went, they said, you are coming to look for a vacancy when it is already too late. Yeah. That is the first place. And the marks you have, we can give you a vacancy. But you become in the last option is had 32. So I had 35. Like you come in the last options. I was like, it's okay.
Which was not too bad.
But the fact is that I entered there and saw the school. I entered the seminary.
That was your warm course. That was your warm course.
That was my area. Remember when I reached there, I saw a chapel. And I also even played. I was like, God, help me if I don't come here. But create for me a way.
Yeah.
Get another school. I go and study. I think the Lord has also been behind me. Even the title of this, I put my A level. It was by the grace of God. It was not the grace of God. Oh. Anyway, I left. I came. I told him how the story went on, how everything happened, and he was like, "Now, what do we do?" I was like, "Of course, I also see the situation at hand now. I also need to go to school. I wanted to go to seminary." But I was like, now, because of A or B, we shall leave this. They have not given me a vacancy. because of because of asking for a vacancy when it is late, automatically the fund is out. Because in the real sense, we also wanted to pass behind and to ask for bursary.
Because of finance.
Because of finance, we also wanted to pass behind.
But generally, this kind the problem was finances.
The problem, you see, people have problems. Like, I have a friend of mine, he told me, in his life, he has not got any problem, like financial problem, but has got a health problem. He's a man, he told me he has got a health problem. He has never spent a week and he's not sick. But for me, the problem I've got has been one.
Money,
financial problem. It affects a lot of people, by the way, but
generally, almost everyone.
On different stages. Yeah. Not this of even lacking school fees, of moving on foot for long distances. Yeah. So that's it. So when I came back here, talked to father, I was like, now do you know what? Let's go back to SED Academia. That's how I went back to SED Experience. Studied, that was my senior 5. Yeah, I went there. We went there, I think we had spent there like 1 month. Then on 18th of March, 2020? That is when COVID came in.
Hey! That's when President closed.
That's when it was on that date. Yeah. I remember when they closed schools. I cried. People jubilated. People were dancing in the dining hall where we were watching from the presidential address. People jubilated, people danced, students of course.
Because they had got a vacation.
Yeah. For me, I cried. I went in my bed, I cried. I was like, now I'm going where? I cannot go back home. I have parents, both of them. Then I say I cannot go back home. Don't think I don't have parents. I have them. Yeah. I was like, no, I can't go back home. Honestly, I never had where to go. Guess what? I came here, back to the Prestige place, the Guardian. Welcome to me. It's good to be humble, by the way, guys. It's good to be humble.
Yeah.
Welcome to me. From there, I would do, like I told you, I do each and everything. Even now, when I come at your place, and they're like, you want to give me anything like a job? Anything that needs hands on, I can do it.
As long as,
maybe if it needs books that I don't have.
Books or skills that you don't,
those skills.
Have, yeah.
But if it needs hands on, I'm sure I can do it. Maybe if I don't want.
And most of the times you want.
And for me, I always want. I always want, yeah. So, I came, stayed there. And that was all. So when I came there, it was kind of too much of work. I don't know, working day and night, doing this and that. That was the idea. So I got a lot of things to do, and I had to bear in mind that that's it. I have to do them.
And it was your first experience.
Not even the past.
It was your first experience at this place.
Remember, when you don't know how to put on a percolator.
You don't know how.
You say light that whatever. You don't know what gas means.
You don't know how to iron.
You don't know how to iron. I was scared of burning socks.
You don't know how to use a printer. And
you don't know how to use a printer.
You print for me those...
that prayer. You people.
You don't know how
but I remember.
You type for me this prayer.
I remember for me, each and everything they would ask, do you know how to do this?
Yes.
I would borrow a phone from some people around, because they had Wi-Fi. I would borrow a phone and I go on YouTube, I start searching how to do this. How to cook rice.
And actually, if you don't
remember in villages?
Actually, if you don't know anything, as long as you have a phone, you can learn everything.
Yeah, remember.
Everything from YouTube.
Remember in the villages? Eat rice only on Christmas. You get?
And maybe when you have visitors.
So once in a while they called me come and cook. I remember one time the cook went, they're like, come and cook. I googled how to cook rice, how to prepare rice. You are joking.
People, for big people.
And you're scared, any slight mistake.
Yeah, you're
gone.
You're fired.
I would go on YouTube, search everything. Even ironing.
You can imagine
how to iron. Do you know that pressure? But regardless.
That pressure, that fear, that anxiety,
But regardless, here we are. So I did everything that was possible. And of course, remember COVID took long. Took some good time. So in the whole those years, so I started now. Something called education started leaving my mind slowly by slowly.
Started what?
Leaving my mind. Because I was thinking.
You started losing focus
about education.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, now first of all, if I go back to school, who will pay my money, my school fees?
Yeah.
That was one. Secondly, like how would I survive at school? Another issue. I remember in COVID, remember the fact that COVID took long. The things were destroyed already. I was wondering, will I go back? So what I did, by the way, thank you to the people I contacted. I contacted a lot of people asking them, help me, Analake, thank you, and peace.
Oh, you were relatives?
In all those people, in the people I have always mentioned here. Maybe if I say my mom or dad, but if not that, there is no relative, not even someone who has known me in my young age. All those people have known me
as a person.
As a person, when I'm already old. I've known me in my 20s, and I'm already 23.
You've worked for it.
And for my keep my friends, by the way. So thank you the people who I contacted. And they never gave up on me.
Yeah.
And Anna.
I'm wondering how you get to know them.
And Peace is a sister of that one. Margaret is a sister. Thank you, people. I contacted them and was like, do you know what? I want to go to a driving school. Because when I get this car skill, I may begin from there. Then there is a guy called Abd. He drives some big cars there. So I called that man. I was like, he was like, you can move on. Maybe after, you can see what to do. I started looking for connections. I knew some nuns in Ethiopia. Those nuns would come here for prayers. So I got them their contact. That is one of them. That is a nun who at one time paid my school fees, but he paid for one term and left. So I contacted her and she was like, if you get the East African driving permit, then you can sell to bring you this side. Maybe you can start driving nuns. It's like, hey! How do you lose that one?
No. Why should you go back to A level?
Why should we go back to A level now to drive nuns?
Because you have a reason. But
and even moreover in Ethiopia.
Like you got a reason for not. You got a reason for not going back to A level.
No, the main reason in the beginning was because of school fees. Then I started cooking, started thinking much. Again, then my head told me, honestly, what you can do now, you can do driving. Because you already have senior folk. You can go do driving. After driving, start looking for jobs. So even the money I was used for driving. By the way, I went there for driving, but I did not complete it. The people who paid my money for driving, I apologize for this. When I was finishing the driving school, they opened back they opened the schools. Now my mind came back. Why are you going to leave schooling surely when you had stepped in senior 5? Remember, I was the most educated person
in your family.
Not just in the family, in the whole village.
In the whole village.
What are you talking about?
That's near full.
I had not seen anyone had no example, by the way. Maybe at your village you see this one. So I had no example. Actually, the fact that I had no example.
You were an example.
I was an example by myself.
For yourself and even for others.
Yeah, that's how things work. I said, now, I'm not going to pay the remaining balance. I had paid some money, I think around 300. But I had a balance of 300 as well. What, 350? I said I must take this money back at school and pay my school fees. At least I finished senior 5. After finishing senior 5, if I stopped there, I know I reached in A level and stopped in senior 5.
Yeah.
That now became a goal of adding 1 class. Do you know that? You know, you just play to add 1 class.
Yeah. So
that's how I went back to school. You can't ask me all that process because it was a struggle.
Yeah.
Struggle. Because remember now, I had never had things. All things were destroyed during COVID time. The mattress I had at school is the mattress I would bring back home and sleep on. Like,
and you were even nervous to ask for mattress.
From who?
Yeah.
And how? As who? You ask those things to your parents. Remember these things even of asking people. People will be like, but what's the problem with this guy? He's just disturbing. This guy is giving us headache. You get? So I couldn't ask.
If you have not worked for it,
you know these things of inboxing. You can inbox someone asking for help, and someone is like, these people don't have parents. What? So you always think about that. But me, at times I would be so much confident and reach out to people and tell them, please, if you can help, please help. And the people who helped me always, man, may God bless you for me.
So even if you haven't worked for it, you can always ask for help.
Yeah, you can.
It's part of strength.
It is strength. By the way, it takes what they call confidence and strength.
Seek for help.
Ask for help.
It's actually not asking,
I've done it several times. I know what it means. The people who help and who have helped me, who have helped so many people, you people, may God bless you. You deserve all your heart desires. There is a way when you help someone, you nourish their hearts. There is a way when you help, you feel you're loved, you feel you're special, you feel God is touching you, you feel like the blood of Jesus flowing in you. You guys, if you can help, please, it's well, come out and help.
Whenever possible, I can do good to those who are in
And what I
need.
know, the life I've lived, what I've tried to have, I've always shared it. Even people help me, and I use the same things that have given me to help others.
Yeah.
And God has never left me. We use those small stuff. God multiplies. Someone just call you out of the brand is like, oh, are you well? Let me send you one, okay. The day ends from there.
It's a karma. You reap what you sow.
Yeah, so if you have something to do or to help someone, please reach out and help. Thank you to the people who helped me in a humble way. Yeah, I always pray for you.
And
people.
actually, they are still.
And those who are
still helping you. They are still helping.
Those are still helping me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to thank you. Thank you so much. Those who have always touched my life in a special way, please, thank you. Those who are still helping.
Those who are still touching.
Can't thank you enough. People have given me advice. People have told me not to quit. People have given me money, finances. By the way, I remember at school, in all the schools where I be, in that situation, people busy seeing me as a planned kid.
Just because of help.
When they don't know it is because of people's help. Yeah. Because me, I share with others.
The biggest part
so
is
people,
your conduct.
So people be seeing me as a planned kid, and I can't take it for granted. Guys, thank you so much. Yeah, so I was telling you how I went back now. After COVID, after the driving things, I had tried everything now. I can't tell everything I tried in that process of COVID. You people, you will cry.
But you tried a lot.
But I tried everything that life would offer. I tried it. everything that would come in my face, I tried to make sure I survive. Because remember, I had that thing in mind. I don't want to go back in the village. What will I do there? You have no no support. You have no social capital.
You had tested you had tested another world.
And I tested poverty.
I mean, you had seen some people who have made it.
Yeah, and it's good to be exposed.
Yeah,
you know, when you get exposed, you see people of different kinds.
And
you get inspired, you admire people.
Even you start to admire even big things.
Of course. Now even your dreams change. When you see people have made it, your dreams change. You started dreaming big. Now I can't tell you what I'm dreaming.
But it's big.
Big. Like my head is.
It is big.
Like this how my head is big.
It is bigger than.
Now my dreams are bigger than those that head.
This brain.
Yeah, true. So by the way, please make sure you subscribe on this channel.
And turn on your notification.
Turn on your notification bell.
And make sure
comment.
And copy this link
share.
and put it on your status.
What does it cost you?
Yeah,
just forwarding a link to your status
like
in your groups. Let people know that these things exist. Let people know that life can hit you. Okay. Those who get the chance of putting things on social media, then they also put their content there.
Now after COVID, you went back to Senior 5.
Yeah, Senior 5. So that was Senior 5. I went to the toilet. There was a certain head teacher who would chase me for school fees. I go, I come back. I go, I come back. One time, do you know when you are? Of course, they would chase me. I go out of the school, I come back. That is when one time I called Dr. Precious. Precious, thank you. She's still a student at a certain university.
Even now.
Even now. She's doing a master's. And that lady contributed money for me for that term. She went in the OGs. Her OGs. She studied from Immaculate Heart. Those people who studied from Immaculate Heart and they are watching this video, thank you, people. You helped a brother. I just know one lady, Precious. Other people I don't know anyone. But what I know, there was a group of people who were contributing for my school fees when they never knew me.
Because of the campaign from Precious.
From Dr. Precious. So guys, thank you so much. Now there is this lady, that lady. Remember, she was a student studying
at campus.
Yeah, at campus.
Back then,
even she's now doing her master's. I think by that time she was doing a degree. You can imagine such a heart. May God bless you, Precious. I always think about you. I should give you a cow when I get one. But as of now, I have no cow. But I'll get them this time. You never know. And give maybe to your children. So that's how things went on. She did all the best to make sure I study and I pay school fees. Those people, I always remember them. They cannot go out of my head. I always remember them. I don't think I will forget them.
Those are the religious people we want.
Those are the people we want. Not these things of pretending behind corners, what.
Adding
call your names, what you are. By the way, there are people. Someone can come out from nowhere and find telling people, oh, that is my son. What? When he knows maybe you are well behaved, maybe you are what? When that person, even you spend a year without talking to them, and it's like, that is my son, what?
And I think the most important thing is adding something to someone.
Adding value.
Yeah, adding value. Because I'm wondering if Precious can be, she's like your mom.
Obvious.
Because she did something.
She did my mom's or my parents' responsibility.
Yeah, responsibility. And that's all that matters.
So when I reached in senior 6, remember when you're going to feel whatever for registration, like to do exams for your name. That's where I trouble. I don't think I was to fill those forms or to register for exams for USCE. I had read my books. I sat down and read beyond reading. I knew I would pass. So I had read books, but I never had money for registration. They would send us And by that time, we were like 2 people. They used to send us when we were 2. So at the end, I said, just leave me, let me register. If I get the money, maybe after studies, I'll come and pay. You look for all the options and they get done. And I start telling people that after you will pay. And imagine telling the school, and after you will pay. So what happened? I was there one time, we were in fellowship, fellowship, playing. Remember me, I had told the people at school, they knew I had like a phone, like a small Itel phone. So I had my phone in the pocket. Because without a phone, there's no way to get money. And I used my phone very well, not for calling, not for just giving students to call. I used it in a mature way.
Like
because I knew my problem, first of all. I would not just give out people, call your friends, call your parents. No, it was not for the school. It was like a personal phone. Yeah, those things were not there. It was my personal phone. So one time I was in the fellowship. When they were preaching, doing what, I had a call from someone. I had called for help, seek for help. Not calling your guardian and were like, please seek for help and help me. Things were out of hand almost. So one time I was there. The total money they demanded me was about 920k, almost $1 million, including given money for registration and fees. So a person called me, I was like, are you well? What? That person told me never to mention her name anywhere. I respect her. She's from somewhere. She paid that money, 920k.
Jesus.
I don't know if you understand that money.
But the money,
just a little amount to reach
Did she know you personally before?
She used to come and find Matu Karama. She knew me like any other person. Whenever she would come, I remember I would welcome her, give her where to sleep, prepare for her out of bed, like everything, like how you treat a visitor. So I would treat her like any other visitor. So, but I would do what I'm supposed to do. I would play my part as a person very, very well. But that person told me never to mention her name anywhere. Not tell people. She helped me. But that's the people are there who exist. Like someone one time sent me 2M when I was going to
2M is 2 million.
2 million. 2 ma. When I was going at campus. And you know what? She told me, don't put me on your status. Don't be happy. So far, so happy. Just know I've helped you, but I don't need you to put me to the public. That's when I came to understand people are doing good behind there. But you don't show it. Or you just give one person 1K and you put it on your status. I've helped the needy. You give a person 1K and you put it on your status. I've helped the needy. People are doing extraordinary things.
They are adding values to other people's lives.
People are the ones holding other people's lives, but they don't show it anyway. Yeah, I've learned that as well.
And they are not even proud of it.
Not at all. For them, they do it wholeheartedly and it is done from there. They only know it with their God.
And all they want is you moving forward.
That's all. So, that's how things went on. You get?
She paid your school debts.
That lady at the secondary school said the lady paid my dues, my school fees, registration and registered. After registering,
and everything was covered.
They do not cover everything. Even I remember when the boss asked me, man, are we safe? Where have you got the money from? Do you do betting? Why the roaming? Was like, where have you got the money from? I told her, man, Lord is good. Lord can do wonders. By the way,
And
always,
in one day, God can change your
always
life in
play.
one day.
Even if you play and you think you see your prayers are not being answered today, you just keep playing. Keep playing. The Lord is there and can do wonders and wonders and wonders and wonders and wonders.
And He hears prayers.
Yeah, He has
He notices cries.
Yeah,
And
He sees.
He answers.
He knows what you want. So it's good to keep on point, and know how things are moving on.
And not lose focus.
And not lose focus. By the way, keep focused. When you keep focused, that man up is always seeing everything. Yeah, you don't take anything for granted. Anyway.
And another thing, like everything, most of the things happens for a reason.
Yeah, that's very true.
Because if you had all food on table,
you never know. I would even use those things in a wrong way.
Yeah. And maybe another thing, you wouldn't be here sharing your story.
Yeah, of course. By the way, it is because
It's
I would see it as a normal life.
It's what is motivating you to start this YouTube channel.
Yeah, what is motivating me to start this YouTube channel is
Is that
you guys, you can share your lives and they change someone there. They change people's thinking.
Share it.
Yeah, if your life has been good, come here, tell us that you have been visiting. Like one time I was at certain graduation and some guy was like, our dad has been giving us tests. At our dad, we can't some rich guy. I won't mention names because it's not necessary. Then the guy was like, that was telling a story that how they suffered at campus, and was like, he was like, now their dad would say, whoever performs very well in primary will go to a supermarket and get what he wants. I was like, was that suffering?
But for us, whether you perform well, whether you perform
even if
poor,
you become the best,
the story remains the same.
who cares? Even who will ask for your marks?
You don't even
By
care.
the way, at one point, I started now saying, do you know from my primary, no one has ever asked me for my marks. Like, how have you performed?
And no one cares.
Sometimes you'll be there and they feel it. When people go home, they're like, my father will see my father will see my marks. Like they tell people, bring reports. But you find me, no one has ever asked for my report.
Because no one cares. And it hurts.
And you people, you can't know that thing hurts. If no one has ever asked for your report, to know how you have performed. So for me, even if I would perform, performing well, putting all my efforts to perform well was for my own benefit. If I was for myself to see a good report, I was doing a report for my own self. I remember I reached a point, like, people who used to pay my school fees, like, even if you had ever sent me 1K for pocket money when I was at school, then I would go home. I get the report, and send them to them. So you see how I have performed. How I have used your money, you advise me accordingly. If you want to punish me, you punish me.
It's like waking up and no one says, how are you for the whole week, for the whole month, 2 years.
I remember I would see people scared. I would see even people forging reports, changing them. You get a bad report, they go to the printers, they change
I used to
yourself, you've ever changed the report. But for me, because I knew no one would ask for a report, even if it's bad or good, it's mine. Even if I don't pick it, no one would ask for it. So for me, why would I change the report now? But I would see people changing them, and I was like, people have parents who have responsibilities. And for your own information, I have all my reports, maybe except those ones. They didn't give me because of not paying school fees. But other reports from primary 1, I have them. If you want a challenge, I can bring them on board. All my reports from primary 1. The primary 1, P7 was a booklet. I still have the booklet and it's still new. You may find they have been in a good school performing very well and don't have your report. Think about it.
You know what I'm seeing?
Yes.
I'm seeing an MP. A member
Because-
of parliament in you.
Because I want even if those kids are there, one kid, even some I sealed them. When I got my money, I would seal my reports. I want to make sure if I get children, they see all those reports.
Or if you protest for member of parliament and they say, this is from a poor family, it's not educated.
I bring
Them
them.
with a thing.
Whatever they say, this member of parliament.
No, someone can judge you because of for where you come from. Be like, no, he's not educated. I used to know him.
Yeah.
He didn't have school fees.
I bring all the reports from P1 and I say, you guys deny. They are all, but I have them. So that's all. So, so that's how I managed to. By the way, there is some boy. I had met, there is some girl. I had met a lady she came at Karama for players. We met for one day like this. She's called Anita from Kazo. Anita from Kazo. Thank you so much. And thank you. That lady gave me 100K.
Which year was that?
I was in senior 6. And I used that 100K to look for the job forms and fill them. Job forms, they are the ones you fill when you want the government sponsorship and what. Use them to fill the job forms. Anita, thank you so much. The 100K you gave me to fill the job forms.
The job forms.
I think that 100K used to now millions. I won't go beyond that. If you know, you will know.
And they are still producing, and they will always produce.
May God bless you. And that's how they got that. The Lord has been so. The Lord has blessed. The Lord can bless you, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, now cutting the story short. But we read the books. Senior 6. Read books. Had a lot of friends. But I know I never created anything like an enemy. Even by the way, one time we were in a conference for youth, and they asked us, think about the enemies you have. I don't know my enemies. I don't know anyone who has annoyed me. Because I don't just get annoyed.
Maybe if of course, someone can be your enemy because he hates you for
what they will tell me, you forgive. I've forgiven everyone. I don't feel there is anyone on my heart bothering me.
It's not unforgiving.
You are not, maybe if you are there, but just to know you are not there. There is no one on my heart that I say this one. But what I know, I take care. And just enter into your life like that. But there is no one I feel on my heart. So they will tell us, you forgive, do what? But I'm like, no, I forgive.
For what?
I forgave people long time ago and forgot about that.
Yeah.
And it became a done deal from there and then.
So you made friends at SEDES in your area?
Wherever I've gone, I've made friends, and friends have become families.
They have
become family and like that. Yeah. So after filling, of course, the job forms, that's how I managed to. By the way, when we finished this, anyway, let's jump to the senior 6 exams. After finishing the senior 6 exams, I filled documents joining the seminary.
You filled?
And I was called.
In your senior 6 vacation?
Yeah. I was called to join the seminary.
Which seminary was that?
It is called, the missionary is called the Missionaries of Charity, or Rosminians, found in Kenya.
Oh.
So they called me in Tanzania, studied in Kenya, Tanzania, and then Italy.
Was it like a sponsorship?
No, for them when you go there, you just take your personal things to use, but other things they provide.
Wow.
Study, you do what? But I want to go deep into that. But they called me, but I couldn't manage. After when I was preparing to go, that's when
another opportunity for
joining campus came in. I always dreamed
to become a priest.
Become a priest. And academically, remember, I even never thought of finishing O level. Now that I saw that the Lord was blessing me to go at campus, when I saw blessing coming that is taking me to campus, I said, how do you miss this? Are you mad? That's how I went to campus. And as the story continues,
It wasn't
and
intentional.
now I am still there.
At campus.
So after finishing campus, I don't know how things will go. It is either this,
Either this
or
way.
you know something called a discernment.
It's either right or
Left. But even the left part can still be right.
White.
It is either
Because
right
it is white.
or left.
It is left but white.
Even, yeah. So anything can still do what? Can still happen. But if I finish,
That is a
and you have watched this video, and you can give me a job,
and a good job.
give me, or you can connect me. Connect us.
Connect us to
The people who
the
have
house.
suffered, and if you don't get those jobs, now you
Connect
want to
us
suffer
the
some
state
more.
house.
Connect us to all those jobs,
Connect us to the state house.
please.
State house.
Anywhere, as long as you can get a living.
State house.
As long as I can make my parents proud, I can make my mother proud, I can make my father proud, I can make my siblings see what
Your
I can
friends.
bring. You know, in the villages, you see, in the villages, they know that bread is brought by Vista, and in most cases on Christmas days.
And visitors from Kampala.
And the visitors from Kampala. I also want to be that visitor from Kampala.
Visitors from Kampala.
You know, guys, I also want to be that visitor from Kampala. So you people in Kampala.
We also want
Who have those
we
opportunities.
also want to make our families eat meat every day, daily.
And feel like meat is not a spiritual
Yeah.
thing.
Not only on Christmases.
Eating rice.
Like we also want our parents to dress well every day, not
I want
only on
my-
Sundays.
I want my mother to put on a good gomez. My father to put on a suit as well. Put on a good shoe. Those people did. As you have heard, all those things I've always told you in those all episodes. All those things happened because of my parents.
Yeah. Because
If those parents never-
they are the foundation of everything.
Remember, if those parents never produced me, you wouldn't be watching me. So you may say, hey, now his parents never did anything for him. His parents never did what? No. My parents
everything.
did the best work that none of
actually
you
the
guys
best-
can do.
Not actually the best. They did everything,
They did everything.
and they are still doing everything.
Yeah, they did everything that you people couldn't do.
And
Who
even-
would
and
produce
even- and
me?
even your parents.
No.
Like every parent is doing everything.
And by the way, people there, people in the situation like mine, if you have parents that cannot give you school fees,
Oh,
just know you have them. There are people who just play, at least if they swear on their parents for once.
who wish to have them.
People wish to have their parents, but me, I have them. I thank God. I'm not saying I'm very proud, I'm boosting around you people who don't have parents, but I'm just trying to show you the importance. Just giving birth to you is enough for you to start on and move on. Don't say my parents never gave me land. For what? You're already on earth. You can begin from nowhere.
God has given you the whole land.
I've given you the whole
It's
land.
a self-service.
If your parents don't have money, God has given you all other people who have money.
Yeah.
They do the
I
what?
know God has given you life to make and create your own money.
And you should learn. Make
And
every
actually,
day
money is not, should not be the only thing. Because there are some people that God created and be like, hey, you will be poor, but that's your richness.
Yeah, true. So
So you just have to study yourself and know where you belong and enjoy life. Live.
thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
I think this is our last episode.
No. This is our second last because you have tell us life at campus.
No, for the life at campus will come after campus. So you wait for that in 2 years. Life after campus will come after campus, but for now, let's make this the last.
This is the last episode.
But we are uploading very many videos of people's lives.
Stories.
I wanted this channel to begin with my own videos, then after we can go on with other people's videos.
Because there's other vlogs, more stuffs are coming in here.
We are doing everything. Make sure you people know what it means by life. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for commenting. Thank you so much for taking your time. We appreciate it.
And we love you guys. May God bless you.
And we are always praying for you.
And we end this show in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. God bless you.